Dealing with the stay command, we want to make sure that we give the dog a very clear and understandable signal. We would begin with the dog in either a sit or a down position. Now at this point, we would prepare to move away from the dog and look to see which is our closest hand to the dog's face. So I would drop my rope. Now, bending my arm forward like this, I'm going to be making a swinging action that's coming towards the dog's nose. I want to almost pretend there's an invisible wall behind me, and I'm going to slap that wall as I begin to move away. So my hand's starting here, and again, I'm not concerned whether or not Izzy is watching me at this point, because he'll hear me, and it's up to him at that point to look towards me to see what I'm expecting. So as I swing my arm down like this, my foot begins to move out, and I'm already on my way as I would say the word stay. Now once I get to this position, I'm going to keep moving. I want it to be a very fluid motion. What I want to avoid is doing this, going stay and standing here and then moving away. That hesitation, when we do this, if I do that and then move away after having a bit of a pause, the dog looks to me as if I'm uncertain about what I really want. So we want to confidently move away. So it would be like this, stay. Now, I'm free to move around. When we begin this, we want to start by using very short distances and short amounts of time that we go away from the dog. So I would do a little semicircle arc here in front of the dog, always keeping a half an eye on them to know where they're at, if they've changed their position or not. If Izzy had chosen to get up and walk away, then what I would do is I would take his line, I would take him back to where he was. It's always important to take the dog back to the place where you started so that they know they're not gaining any ground on you. You take them back to where they were. So if it had been a down command I had asked, I would then take his line, I would snap him towards the ground like this with the line, but it's not necessary that I repeat the command. So if I had started in a down position like this, I don't have to say down. It's all done silently. Take him back, grab my line, make my snap, I wait, slowly move up into position, give the dog a bit of praise just to show him that you're still his buddy. Then at that point, you wait again. Now try your stay command as you're leaving. This is the one thing you will repeat. Stay. And you move away again. You try your thing. Now, when I'm saying about keeping an eye on the dog, it doesn't mean that you're staring directly at the dog the whole time. When you begin to do these things, if you're staring at the dog and you're watching him as you come in, you're going to make them a little nervous when they're beginning with this because they're getting a lot of correction that they're not sure of at this point. So make it a little easier on the dog, stay. As you move away, when you come back in, just glance at them through the side, but keep your eyes up into the clouds and come in and wait. Avoid giving the dog instant praise when you get back to them as well. We're trying to build a patient dog here. So you come back in and you just simply stand there. Then, after the dog is calm, a little bit of a pat on the head. Then wait again. Now your choice is here, you can either do the stay again and leave for a longer duration and a greater distance, or you can release them by stepping, clapping, and saying, okay, okay, good boy, come here buddy, atta boy. Then they get lots of praise. So you build your stays from short times to greater times. If you want to have a 45-minute down with your dog, do it in segments of 5 minutes, then add another 10 minutes. And once they get the idea that each time they break a position, they'll be taken back, silently corrected, you'll be able to make massive gains in times on these things. And even Izzy, when he was 9 weeks old and trained in a 2.5-week period, he was able to hold half-hour downs as a young pup, even under great distractions. But it did not take away from his energy or his puppiness. So expect that they are a lot more patient than they might let on.